Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. And I'm not letting go. I'm not. Sorry. So these are the dry seasonings that we're going to be using today to make our garlic butter island crab. We have some coarse black pepper, some Old Bay seasoning, some garlic, Maggi season up packets, which are in the fish flavor, and also some curry powder. These are all things you guys should be able to find at Walmart. And also we're going to use this Seagold real garlic butter. I used 2 of these containers to complete this fabulous snow crab garlic butter island crab. So jumping right in, I have my big Dutch pot. Y'all know I love that Dutch pot, with 2 large onions and 2 green peppers here that I was just sauteing in some vegetable oil that I covered the bottom of our pot with. Alrighty, so this is going to be the base of our sauce for our crabs. So we're just going to go ahead and let this saute until it becomes translucent. So this is going to be cooking throughout our entire dish, so you don't need to have the flame up super high. Just have patience with this dish, all right? So I'm here trying to prep my snow crab legs. You'll see right now the crab legs are still uncleaned. Right now I am just cutting them into, I guess you could say smaller mini clusters. I'm just separating the crab. This is for a catered order. So, therefore people try to have their dishes stretch. And it's also a little easier to cook in the pot because of the way that we're cooking these crabs. So this is optional. If you want to separate your crabs out into smaller sections, then fine. If you don't, skip this step altogether and we can just skip right over to cleaning them. Alrighty, it's what works for you guys. So I'm just checking back up here on my pepper and onion mix, making sure to keep giving this a stir. I don't want anything to stick to the bottom of our pot. And here we are now. I am adding in this garlic. If you watch this channel, say it with me. You like spice and I like garlic. I like spice, I like garlic. So that's 3 heaping tablespoons of garlic that I am adding to my mixture here, because the dish could not even make it off the ground without it, okay? So again, you see me, I'm just breaking these onions up a little bit more. And that's our sauce. Our sauce building. And here it is now. We are looking at about 20 minutes into our process. You guys saw how the onions and peppers were still not completely translucent, but it is time for us to add our crab. As I mentioned, they'll be cooking in the dish the entire time. So now you'll see these crabs have actually been cleaned. I have removed all that extra gunk at the top. And you'll see they're just looking a lot better than they did during that process of actually cutting them up. Please make sure to clean your crabs, guys, before you decide to cook them. So here I am about to start my seasoning process, and I'm going to start out with the Old Bay seasoning. As you can see, I'm not using too much. I used 4 of these Maggi packets here, the season up ones. You probably can find those at Walmart. And so you'll just see me dumping 4 of the packets in to start. Keep in mind, guys, these Maggi packets are pretty salty. They are seasoned through and through. So just weigh that in mind. Bear that in mind as you season your food and what the taste that you're going for is going to be. Alrighty, so if you are going to use these Maggi packets, I would suggest just altering the amount of salt, to match that Maggi's energy. So I've got my Maggi in, and now you see me adding some black pepper in. Right after our black pepper, I am going to then go ahead and follow this up with our granulated garlic. And right after the granulated garlic, you'll see that yellower powder that's coming in there. That is the curry powder. Now, trust me, okay? Trust me and follow me to the promised land. These garlic butter island crabs are going to change your palate, okay? They are really amazing. It's a very simple dish and a really great one. The flavor is really going to surprise you, I promise. Just stick with me, okay? Stick close by my side because I got y'all, all right? So I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up. And as I'm mixing it, I'm just like, I wish I had a bigger pot, but like this pot is huge, guys. This is pounds on pounds of crab. And yeah, I don't know that I've even ever seen a pot bigger than this. No, maybe like a paella dish that I've seen like on vacation somewhere, but this pot is large. But either way, the point is either use a bigger pot to adjust to the fact that you are making crab legs, which is kind of just an odd object to have in the pot. And you know, if not, then maybe you want to do 2 batches. I don't know if you got that kind of patience, but I don't. We're gonna get there on one shot or die trying. So this is where we are. I'm just gonna take my time and slow stir. I'm trying to move some of those onions and peppers from the bottom of the pot around to the top, just so that everything has a chance to get evenly heated, steamed, and boiled, and all that goodness. So that's just what I'm doing here, moving my crabs around in the pot. And then I am going to, I think I'm going to just close the lid on this after I, you know, take a couple more minutes for stirring. This is a dish of patience. So now that I got all that seasoning on there and combined, you guys see the look on those crabs already. I'm just going to go ahead and throw just a little extra water in there for support. And then I'm going to cover this up and let this boil for about 20 minutes or so. Here is some stalks of corn I had that I just cut up. There's fresh corn here. So I just cut those up into really small, like more bite-sized, party-friendly sizes in my opinion there. And I am just going ahead and adding all this corn into the mix. This is fresh corn, so it takes a little longer than frozen corn to cook. So I'm adding it in here at that, like I said, that 20 to 25 minute mark. And then I am just going to go ahead and get that combined as well. Now you're going to see I'm going to have some crabs overboard, but bear with me. Not crabs overboard, I'm sorry, corn. You see them corn rolling out the side of the pot? Just being indifferent, like... Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix that all in. Once I got that all mixed in, you see here I am adding in an entire bunch of scallions that I've already gone ahead and chopped. Stick to the plan, guys. I'm telling you, we're going somewhere here. Stick to the plan. So I'm adding in my bunch of scallion here. And I'm going to go ahead and just, again, try to move some of that sauce around from the bottom to the top to get this all well combined. I'm making like a small effort here to go ahead and try to get some of that corn down to the bottom of our pot, you know, closer to that heat so that everything is going to be done all at the same time. So this is about 20 minutes after that, and our crab is right where we want it to be. This is pretty much done at this point. The only thing left for us to do is add that garlic butter. But what I'm doing here before we get to the garlic butter is just giving this another spin. I really like to combine this very well because I want all my crabs to be juicy and well seasoned, all my corn to be juicy and well seasoned. So I'm just making sure that I really mix this all the way up. I want everyone to have some of all of the flavor that this dish has to offer. Alrighty, so I'm also trying to take this moment to give you guys a better look into the pot and what's going on at the bottom of my pot and what is going to be going on at the bottom of yours. So as I mentioned, our crabs are finished. I am going to put the finishing touches on this with this garlic butter. You can use whatever kind it is that you found in your local market, or you could even whip this up yourself. I've shown you guys how to do that in other videos. And if you guys want a dedicated garlic butter video, just let me know in the comments and I will go ahead and get that made for you all. But today I'm taking the cheat code. So I'm going ahead and just slopping these crabs up with all this garlic butter. I use 2 of these containers, and you know that these crabs have a great heating system going on within this pot because as I put that garlic butter on, the butter is just melting right down to the bottom, getting evenly distributed throughout my crabs. These crabs are going to be so good. I can't wait for you guys to try them. Literally can't wait. And you guys better comment down below and let me know how they turned out. Let me know if when your pot was done, did it look like this? Did you do right by us, sis? Let me know in the comments because I really do want to know. We could discuss if you went wrong. That's okay. Okay, we got time to fix it. I'm here. All right. So here I am just going ahead and putting my crabs into our pan here. And I'm just going to go ahead and layer them up. And right after I layer up the crab on top, I'm going to stick that corn in there. You'll see there's some pieces getting in to that bottom layer also, which is fine. But I'm going to make sure after I put in all the big pieces here of crab legs that I go ahead and stick in those small pieces of corn. This is what the bottom of our pot looks like after we've removed all that crab. Do you see that sauce and that corn? Oh my God, that I could eat this alone. I don't know about you guys, but I love some corn. So I'm gonna go ahead there and just put that corn into our pan, and then I've added the sauce on top. You see it. Shout outs to Side, because y'all see it. This was amazing, and I hope you guys enjoy. Please let me know, like, down in the comments what you guys want to see going forward. As always, thank you for coming by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys.